Anthem on the track.
Yeah. Yeah. King shit. Yeah. Yeah. Look. I'm from the city where the bums rich. Skyscrapers block the rays when the sun hits. One time coming, niggas run quick. By the time a baby walk, he got a gun grip. I was made for this, I was made for this. I was made for this, I was made for this. I'm not a product of the cages that they raised us in. Bred to be a king, I'm not a slave to this. I was made for this, I was made for this. I was made for this, I was made for this. I'm not a product of the cages that they raised us in. Bred to be a king, I'm not a slave to this.
They don't know fact from fiction. They don't know the blacks is missing. They don't know they trapped in prison. They don't know the path to prison was a math decision. They don't know the wrath is quickened. They don't know the ass they kissing on the path and mission to put their ass in prison. They don't know black religion, fact and fiction. They don't know mama didn't leave them niggas half the kitchen with half a chicken. Fact or fiction. We still hot, we still noble. Red and blue pill global. No matter the language, we still moguls. We lost Gil Scott, then we lost Gil Noble. Exercise the right to live like it is. The revolution will not be televised, it's being digitized. On the come up, it's like watching the midget rise. Sleeping giants grow another 20 feet tall with each alliance. I could teach the science, I tear an instrumental down before I lay my pencil down. I'm going down to Tinseltown to burn the temples down and cap it off like dental crowns. And my rights still reserved. Fear of a black Illuminati. I might just build with the Bilderberg to come and kill you nerds. I'm shining like a Grammy host on the shores of Miami coast. My Moringa plug looking like Sammy Sosa. The old one when he was well done like Granny's roast. The ancestors sponsor this. I don't know them niggas, all they do is talk that conscious shit. We living it, we in the streets like House of Consciousness. KTL in the ATL, MIA, NYC. Multi-dimension like MIB. We are not the same, I am a sovereign. We are not the same, I am a problem. I was made for this, I was made for this. I was made for this, I was made for this. I'm not a product of the cages that they raised us in. Bred to be a king, I'm not a slave to this. I was made for this, I was made for this. I was made for this, I was made for this. I'm not a product of the cages that they raised us in. Bred to be a king, I'm not a slave to this.
Peace and black power. Welcome to another edition of Baba TV, House of Consciousness, Street Consciousness 101. Back in the house with my mighty big brother, the one and only Red Pill. Red Pill, first of all, brother, very good to see you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy new fiscal year.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You as well. Go in just a little bit about, because I remember A.A. Rashid, brother A.A. Rashid, teaching us about how we had to become very careful of the comparative mind. And we know that that mind is always dissatisfied, because when you're always anxiously, competitively comparing yourself with another person, we know that that's the jealous and envious mind, not realizing that as the original people, everybody has been given a gift, and it is your duty and my duty to find out what the gift is so that you will never be envious and jealous of another.
Wow, that was an excellent question, Baba. I want to say perfect timing for such a topic. All right, let's first get into the fact that jealousy and envy is one of the four evils. Or not just one of the four evils, one of the four devils, the evils, like Jay told you, okay? The evils, the devils. When you are poisoned, or when you succumb to those evils, which is being jealous, being envious, jealous-hearted, or red-eye, like the Jamaicans say, or jealous or envious towards another person based on what they possess, what they have in their possession, their material possessions, the gifts and the talents that they personify and all other things, then you are basically in your lower self and you are under the influence of those evils. Now, according to the Nation of Islam, by the way of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, he said that you have to cut the head off of those devils, as in cutting the head off of those snakes, as in sacrificing or basically protecting your lower self, all right, with the sword. Okay, henceforth, the Masons, when they wear the aprons to basically control their lower self. But we know that that's a farce, because a lot of the iniquities of the world, a lot of the sexual deviancy that we see, a lot of the lower self keeping the world stuck in their lower realms, these Masonic orders are behind that. So for them to wear the apron, it's just, it's all for show. You know what I mean? It's part of that ritual. But when you have a situation, and this is part of the culture, we're not singling out anybody in particular. We're saying that hip-hop culture that we belong to is competitive at its core. It is a competitive, competition-based reality that we find ourselves in. Sports that we are all, not all, but most of us are fans of. We understand the concept of sports is built off of competition. There can only be one, meaning that there's a winner and that there's a loser, meaning that there's dominant and there's recessive, meaning that there's superior and there's inferior, and the people always want to know, how does that shit play out? That's why fights go viral. That's why arguments go viral. That's why soldier fraud has been going viral. That's why everybody wants to fight in hip-hop right now. Kodak Black said he want to fight Lil Wayne to prove that he the best rapper. What the fuck does fighting have to do with the best rapper? That's called being in the realm of competition, or the arena of competitiveness, but you're such in your lower self that shit is out of order. Okay? So now you're using competition in a way that niggas use competition, and that's to destroy each other, because it is rooted in envy, it's rooted in hate, and it's rooted in jealousy. You may be green of somebody. You may want to be in that person's position, and you don't have the wherewithal, or you don't have the patience, nor do you have the skills to put yourself in that situation. So what is it you do? You create competition in ways where it's very nefarious and dishonest and disloyal and disingenuous. So we saying that as a nation of black people who are known throughout history, the people who come into the United States of America as foreigners are warned against the quote-unquote homegrown African Americans, or affectionately known as niggas, because they're competitive. And as a result of their competition, they are jealous, they are envious, they are competitive, they are nasty people, and all of these other things towards each other. So how could they treat somebody from a foreign land better than they treat themselves? How do you expect them to treat your brothers and sisters from Africa, your brothers and sisters from Haiti and Jamaica and Dominican Republic and Mexico, if they don't even treat themselves with respect? And remember, that's intertwined in culture. So you could automatically look at a people's culture and be like, nah, I'm not fucking with that. Them niggas is envious and jealous in that culture. They don't have brotherhood in that culture. They're not forming Voltron in that culture. They don't get together and group up and boss up in that culture. But usually the people who let these immigrants in are white people or Europeans or Neanderthals, and they have the illusion of working together. They have the illusion that they're not jealous. They have the illusion that they're not envious, when they don't realize that this sickness is a result of being conquered by the have-nots, conquered by the inferior, conquered by the recessive, and you are the dominant, you are the haves, and you are the ones. So you're living in a backwards reality where, yes, niggas are jealous of each other because they're not living in their proper persona. They're not living like they supposed to. If you come from Jamaica, if you come from Haiti, if you come from Latin America, you supposed to have came to America. If you come from Africa, you were supposed to have come into America rich. Because guess what? You come from a rich land. You come from a land that if they were, and then they come to America and stun on us. But if you came from a land where they were not jealous, where they were not hateful, where they were not doing the same fucking things that you say that we do, you would be coming to America like Eddie, mad rich on some King Jaffe Joe. Because you come from rich lands. But no, you come from a land that has been conquered as well by a fucking entity, a spirit, a sick kind of people who has spread the four evils around the world, so everybody is living in lack. Everybody thinks that they don't have when they have. Everybody thinks that they're not worth anything when they worth something. Going to the Latin America, going to the Caribbean, going to places down south. They selling pussy cheaper than a lotto ticket. Family? It's the New York lottery? No, it's the New York thottery. You could get a lot for $1 in a dream. Go to the strip club. That's what's going down. Facts? And then if you spend $1 in a strip club, you might have been the lucky contestant and you could get all of your dreams fulfilled just for $1. Maybe it's $100 some nights. Maybe it's $1,000. It doesn't matter. And if you go into Thailand, if you go into other places, for $1 in a dream, our people have been debased to the point where, as a result of living in a society, that's the FDNY ambulance. That's the fire department ambulance. So we lighting fires and there's blood on the floor. But anyway, when you go to these countries in these quote unquote third worlds, they have gold in their mountains. They have fruits on their trees. They have all of this expensive wood in their forests. They have all of this vegetation, the herbs that fund the pharmaceutical industries. That have all of the, Africa has the coltan that runs the supercomputers, your phone, satellites, laptops. All of these places are mineral rich. But the women are selling their bodies for $1 because they're Christian or they're Muslim. Or they watch European media and television, and they're under spells that make our people who are melanated, who are part of a dominant, they have dominant genes, okay? They're not recessive. They were rulers of this planet. Now they are conquered by what is known as the church and the crown. That's Christendom. That is Britain. That is France, that's Spain, that's Germany, that's Ireland, that's all of the people that you see on call with Donald Trump right now. That's AKA Make America Great Again. So keep in mind that our people have been compromised by many, many, many different factors. The media, the food you eat, your miseducation system. They taught you was a slave. Did they teach you about the Moors? Did they teach you about the other African kingdoms that were standing tall all the way up into the early 1900s? Did they teach you about Selassie? Did they teach you about their history? No, they didn't. Did they teach you the contributions that North Africans all the way up into West Africans contributed to raising them up off of their knees, taking them out of barns, making them stopping to eat each other? Did they tell you about that? No, they didn't. So you didn't get your full plate. And niggas paid for this education. They went all the way up to their PhD and paid for it, and you didn't even get the jewels that we give you in these streets. They didn't give you major keys. They gave you niggas locks. All right. So we find ourselves in a situation based off of the programming that took place during chattel slavery years or during Reconstruction and the revising of history or the reconstruction of the history, because that did a lot of damage as well. It did damage. So now people who were not even enslaved, because everybody didn't come from no damn slaves. All right? It was people out here fighting. It was people that had functioning communities, kingdoms, and all kind of empires while slavery was taking place. And they had white slaves or European pilgrims. And they had to sign treaties with them to be at peace with them. So based off of Reconstruction, What up? Based off of revisionist history, based off Hollywood, based off of the miseducation system, they got all you niggas in your subservient bags. They have everybody feeling inferior. They have everybody looking inferior. They got everybody acting inferior. So what do? We show out hate, envy, Willie Lynch. I'm light skinned, you're dark skinned. I'm an inch taller, you're fat. You know what I mean? You're old, you can't teach me nothing. I'm young, I'm gonna take you out, and all of this dumb shit. All of the things that we see that speak to the fact that you are not representing a culture that you say that you's a part of. That's not higher culture. That ain't higher civilization. You're not operating in your higher self. Okay? It's protocol and it's ways that you deal with subduing both your ego and your lower self in those 4 fucking devils that they told you cut their heads off and bring them in a bag. That's where mastery comes in. Peace to the God. You already. That's where mastery comes in. Salute, King. Alright? So, yeah.
Gemini Prophet.
Alright.
Consciousness, Dorchester, Boston, and we here, man.
Yeah.
House of Consciousness. It's Red's time, man. Go ahead.
No doubt. So, the thing that we have to do and the thing that will be able to help cure us as a people is that we have to change the culture. We have to change the narrative. We have to start thinking like the supreme beings that we were designed to be and not apologizing. Are they apologizing for the shit that they saying? Are they apologizing? Okay, yeah, they're not apologizing. And niggas is in their feelings. And I'm laughing. I'm laughing at them. Okay, this shit is to be laughed at. You niggas are upset. You upset and you in your feelings that the white boy is flexing. That the motherfucking barbarian, the rise of the barbarians is back. And they flexing. And niggas is scared to death. Like, oh my goodness, Trump is coming. Go and Google the Trump is coming challenge. They got niggas running scared when they say Trump is coming. Fear of a black or more messiah. Fear creates jealousy and envy. Not understanding, not realizing that we all have gifts. Not being comfortable with your motherfucking part that you gotta play. Thinking that your ass can do everything and that's impossible. Not wanting to form Voltron to become stronger. Not wanting to admit that it's gonna take more than just your ass to make something even move because this whole goddamn thing is stagnate if it's just carried by one person. This is a group effort, okay? This is a group, this is a collective affair. As a people, we come together. As a nation, we come together and we build. All right? All of us have purposes. And when we play our part and we serve our purpose, that's how this nation is going to be able to get built. But if one person is only trying to do it, or if 2 or 3 people, that's not how we're going to build. The power is in the people. That's what I'm here to say, that it's not just, you can't put the world on Sanetta's shoulders. You can't put the world on Pill's shoulders. You can't put the world on, you putting the world, not the world, you putting galaxies on our shoulders because you're asking us to take, you asking us to be masters of this universe, but only by ourselves. In a minute, one of us drop it, then 1 million people is upset when 1 million people could have been holding up the world with us. That's how it's going to work. That's how it's going to pop.
Not to cut your wisdom, but I heard the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan say, you keep putting the weight on their shoulders, and when they die, you stand back and say, see, I told you the nigga couldn't carry the weight.
And they starve you out. They don't feed the pigeons. Well, don't feed the conscious niggas either. They starve you out just to see how strong you are, and the minute you stumble, they shooting. But with all of these people with these God attributes in their names, with all of these people that say that they have reactivated and they reincarnated, where is the assistance, the resources, the work? You gotta outwork him, okay? If you want to criticize, you gotta outwork him. Bottom line, that's how.
Did you talk about Trump, your president that's getting ready to get into office? Did you talk about him having these golden showers yet?
We didn't even.
You know that.
get
You
into-
know
yes,
that. You
yes.
know about that.
Yeah, but we
so
talked
this
about
is your
the
president.
savages.
This is your American president.
Yes.
Got caught. The FBI put the files out with this fucking cracker
Yes.
having golden showers, paying these
Yes.
prostitutes to come in to piss on his fucking head to keep his hair golden. Did you know about that?
And they black. Hold
Oh,
on.
my God.
And they blackmailing him.
Yeah,
The
they
Russians
going in.
are blackmailing
Yeah,
him.
Russians.
So your president is being pulled. Putin got strings on your president. Think about that. Before I leave, I'm going to say this.
Real talk.
This is how real this information is. This is how real the contributions of those of us who have put this work, who carried this shit, we carried it all the way to Diddy. Did you see the video when your man Diddy was talking consciousness? When he said that we black magic? When he said that we black diamonds? When he told his own people, because remember, you got to talk about the architects. This is about, remember, ether makes your soul burn slow. Ether makes the soul burn slow. And as a people, we don't condemn our own people. We'll lift your skirt. We'll give you that ether, and then you usually come back and you shine in your light, and you got some things that you want to say to the people. So go and look at his Instagram. He even is saying, listen, the time is now. Wake up, tap into your gifts, tap into your talents. The good thing about everything is this is the age of the entrepreneurs.
Peace.
All right, peace to the God. This is the age of the entrepreneur. This is the age of technology. This is the age of entrepreneurism. The only good thing that come out of a Trump presidency is this is the age of the entrepreneurism. I'm an infopreneur, and I'm a technopreneur, and I'm a serial entrepreneur. But there's many other aspects of preneurism, and I'm a social entrepreneur. Okay, so I know my lane, and I play my part, and I do the work, and with the assistance of the people, I'm gonna be able to do more of the work. We already winning, and I'm playing. The team is small. We already winning though. So imagine when everybody activates and we all get on the floor, because guess what? Alt-right, KKK, the neo-Nazis in London, the Russians and the KGB, and all of these other people who have nigger gripes, these anti-nigger regimes, they're forming Voltron, they're coming together, they're on their shit. They want your sister, they want the Serena Williams, they want your goddesses, they want to take your woman from you. What is the fucking caveat of a war? It's the woman. Okay, that's the caveat of any war is the woman. So they're coming to take your woman from you, black man. You gotta boss up. You gotta get into your godhood. You gotta get into your manhood. Okay, Diddy told you. I'm just sharing a message. He told me to tell you, so you can at him and let him know we hear the brother. This is the top. He's at the top of the whole pyramid of your culture.
What did he say? What did he say?
He said that we are beautiful people and that we gotta wake up. He's tired of watching the buffoonery and the coonery that's taking place on social media. He's tired of watching the jealousy and the envy and the negativity and the nigritude that our people are displaying, and they're getting rewarded for that. They got a motherfucking bag for Soulja Boy. They're giving him a reward for being a fucking coon, okay? There's a reward system attached to coonery. There's a reward system attached to buffoonery. There's a reward system attached to nigitude. But there's not a reward system attached to consciousness. There's not a reward system attached to being on the front lines. Listen, they got drones watching this right now, okay? Fuck that camera. That shit is being seen around the world. They got drones watching us right now. Okay, this is being broadcast. Fuck a YouTube. This shit is being seen around the world. I'm aware of that, but that will not stop me from talking to my people, because what I have to say and what is being said and what needs to be said, fuck it, it's gonna be said. Bottom line. So they've been watching. They're watching us act like Negroes on World Star. They watching us act like savages and animals in Chicago and Chirac. They're watching us do all of this crazy shit. So why not watch us stand the fuck up? Why not watch us boss up? Why not watch us turn on? Everybody talking about turn up. Well, when the fuck you gonna turn on, huh? You turned up. When you gonna turn on? Because the lights are out. These niggas are walking around looking down. They got our babies scared to death. And All of these reward systems, you adding value to bullshit, you adding value to nigga shit, and our people, like we said before, are being called. What is called? Called is what they do to them cows. Calls is what they do to them birds and them chickens. You're being called. You're being lined up. They're prepping you because they feel that you sweet right now. They feel that they have degenerated our generations, our people, to such a point that they're weak. They're the weakest that they've ever been. And now they flexing. Barbarian Rising. Go watch it on the History Channel. They'll tell you how they move. So all I'm saying is, don't get scared now. Fear of a black and more Messiah. But I'm just sharing with you that there's a legitimate fear. Because you, black man and black woman, melanated man and melanated woman, aboriginal indigenous man and woman of this planet, those who are oppressed by your oppressive force, you could play stupid if you want to. I'm not talking to you. Have a fucking seat. Go and play Pokemon Challenge. Go do the Mannequin Challenge. What is the 4 Fs? Fight, flight, fornicate, or freeze. And we're doing all of that. Niggas is on social media fighting. Okay, we're scrolling. We're all in the strip clubs, following all of the twerkers because we want to see them fornicate. All right, they're doing the mannequin challenge, so they're freezing, and these niggas talking about running, so there's flight. Mannequin challenge. Okay, get your life together. All right, pure buffoonery. So, if you have any other questions, Baba, we could continue. All right, so we'll talk about some more cloth talk on a later date. All is well. There's a planetary alignment taking place all the way to February 6th. If you get scared at the inauguration and go into the fear-mongering state, you lost the motherfucking game. Bloop, bloop. Game over. Stay focused. Don't be distractive. Don't watch the TV. Fake news is everything that you've been fed since you was born. This is real news. Okay? There's no other news but this shit right here. So if you're giving up on us, or if you're giving up on the news, if you're giving up on your people, then this wasn't even meant for you. Okay? You could go ahead and be a motherfucking drone. You could be one of these clones. You could be a zombie. You could be a victim. All you want. Go ahead. The choice is yours. You get options in this life. But for those of us that are standing up, who gonna take our women and do something righteous with them and raise our children and clean up these neighborhoods and build and not worry about what the fuck. I don't care. The world is falling apart because something is rising. Numbnuts. We live in a world of duality. You seeing this whole shit fall apart because something waking up. The white people going crazy because your black ass woke up. Yep. It's nothing else. All right? So with that being said, look out for the factsinitiative.com membership site, the Know the Ledge Media membership site. I love my brothers. We're not here for competition. We're not here for the hatred. We're not here for the fuckboy shit. We're here to build. We're here to get inspired. My brother Sarnetta inspires me. That is my motivation. I love, even if there's friction between us, it makes me go in my bag. All right, Baba inspires me. Rich inspires me. All of the teachers inspire me. All right, I'm divinely inspired. So I use them as friendly competition, but I'm a twin. I was born into competition, so I know what it is. I live with that. So you niggas can't give me the motherfucking manual on it. I don't need your commandments on competition, because obviously you're not getting it right. You don't know how to carry this shit out. All right? So stop cooning. And with that being said, it's a full moon. You could change the course of reality tonight. And like I said, all planets are direct until February 6th. It is our time. It's time to make major events. YouTube is bigger than TV. Go and Google it. And you could cause changes, pieces in reality in real time by having people collectively listen to the information or feel the information and carry that shit out. Yes, you can do that. And you also could get put under spells. And you also could get fear put on you. And you also could get put in a motherfucking box. You niggas are buried alive. Y'all looking crazy out there. All right? So we made some music for the family, the Scorpion King album. We got some cloth, we got clothes and wardrobes because it's war time. Okay, we got the herbs to help you with these diseases and this mental health. People are losing their spiritual, mental, emotional balance. Our women are dying in the hospitals at alarming rates. They're cutting their uterus, hysterectomies, and doing all kind of stuff. Vaccinations, they putting the poisons, the water poison. You need to get your health up. Health is wealth. All right? Health is wealth. If you're not healthy, what the fuck? You what? No, health is wealth. You don't wanna be suicidal and fall into stress and fall into fear and fall into what he was talking about, envy and jealousy, because there is sicknesses attached to that. There is diseases attached to that. That's how niggas get sick. Okay? That's how you poison yourself, because vitriol secretes all of this bile and all of these negative enzymes. Yeah, you could get sick fucking with that hate shit, with hate in your blood. You're not gonna make it. You're gonna start looking crazy, flabby and sick, or you're gonna get skinny and you're gonna be looking all frail. Don't do it. You need to be happy. Go, you know what I'm saying? Go tap into something like, go find love or something. Go find something that you love. It should be self. It should be your people. It shouldn't be, you shouldn't be looking outside of self. Break your spells and stop being so damn cheap. You niggas you spend millions of dollars to put yourself under a spell, but you want a penny pinch to get the spells broken. I'm not having that in 2016. I will not be treated like a peasant. I will not do that. Okay? I'm not apologizing. Like I said, infopreneur. Look it up. Infopreneur, technopreneur, serial entrepreneur. All right, and social entrepreneur. That's what it's about. That's that cloth. So look out for live. We're gonna do some more stuff on our platform. KTL Empowerment on YouTube, and Phil T. Moreland. That's my No to Ledge TV. We're gonna take No to Ledge Radio, and we're gonna do Tuesdays and Fridays through the YouTube, so we could do these lessons. It's all about the teaching this year. Don't hit me up for no fuck shit. Don't hit me up for the buffoonery. Leave me out of all of the bullshit. I'm here to build. I'm here to form. I'm here to build, because we got to build this network so we could build this industry, so we could build this community. We talked about this already. Facts. Peace.
My dad smoked dope, so he was a little goddamn J. So I always used to see like him doing little crackhead shit. That's how I knew what crack was. And then, you know what I'm saying, when a nigga got in that grade where like, man, I want the new shoes.
I'm on 100%, 100. Red and blue, purple like Prince. Red and blue, purple the Benz. Change up the circle of friends. The Netheroo circle the twins. 75 ever since. 70 wives in the fence. Red and blue, purple like Prince.
About self-empowerment. So if we're gonna survive in the Matrix, we're not gonna survive in the Matrix by dealing with Agent Smith. We ain't punching his clock.
We feeling the urge, feeling the purge. Buzzers electric, we feeling the surge. Feeling the words, killing the birds with immunity. Pillars of unity. This is the formula of Voltron. This is the age of the Ultron. This is the same stage as the Pope bomb. This is the sage you can smoke on. Copper pound, came on the scene, I was copper down. All I was missing was copper crown. Summer 16, I turned copper brown. Look for revenge in the copper town. Kaepernick jersey and copper crown. 21 guns, salute chopper sound. My power pieces, the crystals be talking, the cloth that be talking. King County clothing, yeah, king of New York, and I'm Christopher Walken, the missiles embarking. Pistols be talking, 21 hammers with country, the grammar, the broken, the English. I'm on 100%, 100. Red and blue, purple like Prince. Red and blue, purple the Benz. Change up the circle of friends. The Netheroo circle the twins. 75 ever since. 70 wives in the fence. Red and blue, purple like Prince. 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 Charges of federal, orders incredible. Markers indelible, sparkers immeasurable. Sparking the medical, carcass on pedestal. Sharks for that revenue, hawks for what's edible. Heart full of vegetables, art at the festivals. Heart no cholesterol, sharp on those episodes. I'm on 100%. I like when summer begins. I need my hundreds and tens. I need 100%. Go independent like Prince. I'm on 100%. I like when summer begins. I need my hundreds and tens. I need 100%. I like when summer begins. Whoa, I'm on 100%. Red and blue, purple like Prince. Red and blue, purple the Benz. Change up the circle of friends. The netheroo circle the twins. 75 ever since. 70 wives in the Benz. Red and blue, purple like Prince. 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 Red and blue, purple like Prince.